I'm Matthew Halma from the World Council for Health. So today we're going to talk about spike protein injury and what we can do about it. So, to start, what is spike protein injury? So the spike protein is both encoded by COVID-19, by the SARS-CoV-2 virus, as well as these vaccines. So the mRNA vaccines, for example, they encode an mRNA, or I should say a chemically modified RNA, that produces the spike protein, which on the SARS-CoV-2 virus, it is the protein which lines the viral envelope, so it's on the outside. And your body actually, the virus actually uses this to enter the cells of your body through the ACE2 receptors, which you may have heard of. There's other mechanisms for entry as well, such as CD147, and there's a wide variety of pathological functions that the spike protein plays in. So, to be brief, we do want to get this thing out of our body. And how can we do that? Well, there are several pathways. First, before we're even thinking about clearing it, we want to deactivate it. So this is where compounds such as ivermectin, quercetin, N-acetylcysteine come in, which have been predicted to bind to the spike. And when the spike is bound, then it can no longer bind the ACE2 receptors and cause damage that way. There's also many binding sites on the spike, and these affect it in different ways. But these different compounds which bind to the spike protein, these help to basically deactivate it and prevent further. Now, several of these compounds have multiple mechanisms, such as N-acetylcysteine, as well as ivermectin. But this is one of their mechanisms. Secondly, we want to clear out the spike protein. And this can be accomplished through upregulating our body's own clearance of proteins via autophagy. Now, autophagy is a process which translates literally to self-eating, and it can be upregulated through several ways. The easiest of which is fasting. There's also several compounds that people can take, including resveratrol and spermidine, though studies have shown that spermidine supplementation does not increase spermidine levels in blood serum. Now, besides fasting and besides taking these compounds, there's other potential ways of increasing autophagy. There's limited evidence that sauna might be a way, or whole body hyperthermia. This can upregulate autophagy through the activation of heat shock proteins. Additionally, it's important to keep a low blood sugar, and so there's medications including metformin and berberine, which can help to stabilize blood sugar, which may contribute to an increase in the level of autophagy. And also, taking metformin within the first 4 days of COVID-19 infection is associated with a significantly lower rate of long. So, besides clearing it through autophagy, there's other ways we can clear it. One is through the use of specific proteolytics. Now, a proteolytic, that is proteo as in protein, and lytic as in breaks down. And one of these is nattokinase, which is an enzyme which is isolated from soybeans. And this not only breaks down spike protein in cell culture, it also breaks apart blood clots. It acts as a fibrinolytic, such as aspirin, which helps to thin the blood. And as we know, one of the manifestations in both long COVID and vaccine injury is the presence of these microclots, which may become more significant. And so that's an important mechanism as well. In addition, once we've cleared the spike protein, we then want to clean up the damage that it has caused. So this leads us to lowering the levels of inflammation in the body and restoring the levels of mitochondria. So one mechanism that the spike protein induces its pathology is through damaging mitochondria. And incidentally, it also damages the pathways in which your body clears mitochondria, which is called mitophagy, which is basically autophagy for mitochondria. And so there's several compounds we can take to upregulate the rate of mitophagy. In addition, fasting will also increase mitophagy. And the following compounds, melatonin and PQQ, will increase the rate of mitophagy. And both of these, incidentally, will also increase the rate of mitochondrial biogenesis. So that means a full recycling of the mitochondria, which is very important. Because if you have damaged mitochondria, it means that your energy production capabilities are not working at 100%. And this is one of the possible mechanisms behind long COVID and vaccine injury brain fog. So besides fixing our mitochondria, we also want to lower inflammation. And there's several natural compounds, flavonoids, vitamin C, which can accomplish this. And also there's several other disorders which can come about, such as mast cell activation system and the reactivation of latent viruses in the body. And these can be dealt with through several techniques which are specific to those things. But again, stressing the importance of lowering unnecessary inflammation and clearing the spike protein. So these are our tips from the World Council for Health. Thank you for listening, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas.